Oh, the cold weather is certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
10 more there and another first down.
Up. Here we go, son. Delta. Right.
Hands it off out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because
and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run. Give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. first carry for Nick Chubb. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play, second down coming up. Hey, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense for the Steelers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 9. Here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. To throw, here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Milton Williams there on the tackle. The Steelers at 6-2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 3rd and 9 here.
Here we go. Hey, chance. Out, let's go. Tonight.
Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Fields. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Good. Tonight.
Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
You got a mini base, west right fit. Right.
Fields now to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. They go up the middle with Chubb. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Here's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Up. Punch right.
Now Fields. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
To throw is Nix. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mims in motion left. Nix to the air. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Mims in motion left. Here's Nix once more. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Broncos first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Nix from the shotgun.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here we go, son. No mas, no mas. Right.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Taken down at the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
EQ.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's dead.
Fields.
the middle, complete. It's Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now it's Fields. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Here we go, son. Hey, remember Monday. Tonight.
Throwing again is Fields.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing Nix. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To throw, here's Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go. Right.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. Right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Bryan Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Nix to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Chubb try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Nix. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got a mini basement. Why not? Alpha. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught. It's Wilson.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Alpha, let's go. Chip slam. Good night.
All eyes on Fields. That is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Fields.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point now by Boswell. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Nix. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's gone down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will move